So for the longest time, like many of you, both my brother and I have been dying to get our hands on night vision. I feel like it's like the top tier achievement if you're in the tactical world. However, that being said, like many parts of the tactical world right now, I feel like it is super gate-kept. You've got regular civilians like yourselves being told that we need the top tier equipment. And to be fair, I don't disagree. I think every civilian should have the best gear out there. I think that'd be amazing. But unfortunately, we gotta temper our expectations a little bit. And I think it's a little more important to be responsible with the money we've been given. So that is where this guy comes in. This is the NVG-30, and it was supplied to me by the guys over at Goodnight Gear. They've got all sorts of cool tactical stuff. Definitely go check them out. So what exactly is the NVG-30, you might ask? And it is a digital night vision monocular. Now hold on, hold your horses. I know what you're thinking, and I thought the same thing too. Digital night vision has kind of been notorious for being trash, if I'm being honest. I actually reviewed a set a while back. Although it was really cool and there was some use case for it, it was just so beyond limiting. And although you could see more in the dark, it wasn't the true night vision experience, if you know what I'm getting at. But I am incredibly impressed with this thing, and I definitely think you should check it out. It's really impressive to see how far digital night vision has come in the last year or so. This could be a great option as a backup even if you've already got night vision, or as a loaner device to lend out to your friends. You guys can go on walks, hang out. Let's be fair, that's what we're all doing with night vision anyway. And yeah, it's just overall a really solid unit. So let's get into talking about it. So first off, right out the gate, here in Canada at least, in terms of Canadian dollars, this is around 600-ish Canadian dollars, which definitely isn't, you know, they're giving them away for free, but that's so much more manageable than the $3,000 entry price for the bare bones night vision analog monocular. And I think for that price, the performance you're getting is actually pretty good. So the biggest complaint that I've heard and that I have for digital night vision, and why I've kind of held off just getting a unit for the longest time, has been IR illumination. So lots of digital monoculars rely on IR light to be able to see basically anything if it's dark. And that's where this guy really shines. So it does have a built-in IR illuminator. It does work better with the IR illuminator on. However, you can still see quite a substantial amount, better than like your naked eye without any IR light. So if you're out and the moon's out or whatever, or it's a pretty bright night, you should have no problem seeing without the IR illuminator turned on. You've got a battery cap at the back here. This holds an 18650 battery that is rechargeable. It comes with a charger, and you can run that for around 6 hours, it says in the manual. Or what's really cool is you can open this little side door here, and you can plug it in via a USB-C cable, and you can run a power bank with it, which is pretty nice. You can just attach a power bank to the back of your helmet as like a counterweight, and you can run that, which is quite nice. The unit overall is quite light, so you really don't need a counterweight, but it's a nice option for just kind of unlimited power. And also on the side here, beside the USB port, we have a micro SD card, so you can record through this device, which is fantastic. I think that's another awesome use case for this, especially someone like myself who is a content creator. So yeah, even if you're just using regular night vision and you just want a cool $600 action camera that can film at night, this is a great option too. So as you can see, I've got it mounted on my helmet here. It comes with its own mounting system, which I actually think is pretty solid. If you don't like it, however, it does include a Wilcox dovetail adapter right out of the box, so you can just screw that in instead. I just don't have a bridge or a J-arm or anything like that, so I just decided to stick with what I've got here. But it works quite well. You've got 3 points of adjustment. You can lower it down in front of your eye. Bingo, good to go. Another really cool thing is you get a bit of a heads-up display. So there are some features that you aren't going to get with regular analog night vision, which I think is pretty cool. Not saying it's better, it's just a different tool, okay guys? And yeah, so one of the things you get is a compass. You can kind of see like almost like a video game style, like Call of Duty, like map where you, when you turn, you know, you see like south, west, what, you know what I mean? I think that's a really cool feature. So if you're out in the woods and got lost, you can see and you can navigate. And also you've got a compass built in, which is pretty rad. Another cool thing is it's got digital magnification as well, which you might be thinking, what on earth is the use case of that? And I was thinking the exact same thing, but it's actually really useful when you're out in nature and you see something in front of you and you're like, what the heck is that? And you can punch in, you can actually see. I used it multiple times while we were out trying this thing out. And one time we were just out in a park at night and we saw something moving out there, my brother and I punched in and it was a dude walking his dog. And another time it was a raccoon crossing the street. So those are kind of some useful things. Those were the features that I found to be the most useful, at least. But I think they are kind of cool benefits of digital night vision over analog. Obviously, the actual night vision performance is going to be better with analog still. It just is. There's no two ways about it. But I think digital is improving like crazy. I'm definitely interested to see like what the next iteration of this could be, the NVG60 or something. Yeah, I think that would be pretty cool. And yeah, technology is only getting better and better, and it's only a matter of time before digital is probably just as good and can do some unique things. So now the other side of night vision, there's the side of shooting with night vision as well. Now, me personally, here in Canada, I'm not really able to go shoot at nighttime. I don't have a good property set up that I can just go to and shoot at night. I would 1000% get a noise complaint and it would just not be a great situation. So I haven't actually shot under this night vision device with a real firearm. However, I have done some just plinking in my garage with my airsoft toys. And that was quite fun, but it does also create some new problems for this unit. Depending on the brightness levels, you may need supplemental IR. And as soon as you turn on that IR light, you're gonna create quite a bit of splash on your arms, on the optics, just some reflections and that sort of thing. I would say it's pretty unusable for the most part if you need that IR light. However, I feel like this can be pretty easily remedied by having additional IR illumination devices on your rifle that can just output that IR in front of your hands, in front of your optics and that sort of thing. This is my Real Steel kind of AR setup here in Canada. We're kind of gay, so we have 18-inch rifles and whatnot. This is a non-restricted rifle. We are clear here. Just verify that. But yeah, I love this rifle, really liking it. So I've attached this little red dot reflex sight kind of thing up here, just so I can get a little more height over bore, so that when I'm aiming with my tube, it's a little bit easier to see down sights. But this works quite well. I really like this setup, but again, I'm just gonna get some sort of IR illumination device and we should be groovy like a drive-in movie. Another cool thing that you can kind of switch through and play with is the different kind of color filters. So there's like a green phosphor, a black and white, a white phosphor, and then like some sort of purple overlay or something, I can't remember. Personally, I like the black and white just for a ton of contrast. And also I've been using the green phosphor lately. I think it just kind of gives that classic night vision look. And I actually find it really easy on the eyes as well. And you're able to identify things with quite a bit of contrast as well. Goodnight Gear also does offer a bridge mount for this as well. And then you can order 2 units and you can run binos, which I will probably be doing at some point because that sounds awesome. And yeah, I would definitely love to check that out. I definitely think running binos with this setup could be very, very cool. So if that's something you also want to see, let me know down in the comments below. That's gonna pretty much do it for today's video, you guys. Thank you so much for tuning in. Thank you to Goodnight Gear for sending this unit over. I will continue to enjoy it. We'll see you in the next one, guys. Peace.